Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at Yalahar Grim Reapers for a 200 plus night, and this is actually one of the craziest respawns in the game for any level range at the moment. The experience you can get here is so much higher than anything else you can get at this level range anywhere. It's pretty crazy. It's really pretty crazy. If you want a PG at this level range sort of night or any other vocation, really, this is just the best spot in the game. I very highly recommend it. So what I recommend is at the starting level of 200 plus, you definitely need your Supreme Health Potions. The raw experience you can get is up to around 3.5 kk raw. This is with no charms and no praise. Once you get your charms and praise, you can I can conceivably see pushing this respawn to like 4 kk raw at level 200, which is just mind-blowingly crazy for this level. This is about 5.2 kk on 150%, and the loot is around 0. It's actually not even that bad because, you know, they drop some Nightmare Blades, they drop some Glacier Kills, they drop some potions. It's not even particularly wasteful, right? Obviously, you're not going to be making some mad profit here, but it's not even, you know, a huge waste either. So overall tier rating I give it is an S+. It's a rare S+ spot. It really is just over-tuned at the moment with the experience you can get here. It's really good. Difficulty I give it is about an 8.5 out of 10 when you first come here around level 200. It is tough around level 200. You'll be using a lot of Supremes. However, Grim Reapers do quite quickly become trivialized. They have low health, so the pulls are quite short, which means for an EK it's usually quite easy because, you know, you're not in danger of running out of mana and stuff like that. So by level 300, this should be a very simple spot, for example. At level 200, it's still a bit tricky. You still need to be using your Supremes as needed. Anyway, for Bestiary, it takes about 4 hours for the Grim Reaper. And you can consider also adding a Nightmare pull upstairs, which I'll talk about a little bit later in case you're running out of respawn for some Nightmare Bestiary. Now, the one other thing I'll mention just before I forget is the reason why this place is also S+ is because it's a singular monster as spawn, which means you can just cheaply apply, a prey. You can just put your Grim Reaper on a prey on like an XP boost or damage boost and cheaply just even further elevate this respawn. So really great respawn. Anyway, moving on, like I recommend, like I said, I recommend level 200 plus. You will need Yalahar access. You will need a fire or energy elemental weapon. So whichever one you have, whichever one is best, you should be using here. And this place can be effectively hunted by pretty much everybody. Knights can hunt here solo. Paladins can hunt here solo. Mages can hunt here solo. Duos can hunt here. Probably somewhere around level 100, and you can even full team hunt here probably around level 100, although it may be a bit tricky with a level 100 EK blocking 5 Grim Reapers. Good luck, I guess, but I think it is doable. Recommended imbuements, all standard imbues, prioritizing physical protection followed by death protection. You can consider imbuing death protection in your armor here. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary. There's 25% death protection with a 10% death protection imbuement. You're going to be mitigating 2.5% of the total damage here, which is not negligible, not mind-blowing either though, so it probably won't be make or break it. However, if you're struggling, you may consider applying that death imbue. Supplies per hour, I use about 400 Supremes. I ignored that, I don't know why I didn't delete that. I use about 400 Supremes here per hour, which is about, and also about 2,000 strong mana potions per hour. For charms, the ideal one I would use is probably parry or low blow. Or the new Savage Blow that's coming in. That was probably what I would use on the Grim Reaper. However, Zap and Flame and Divine Wrath all also work relatively well. However, ideally it's those elemental charms don't scale all that well because they don't have that much health and they deal a lot of damage. So I think parry is usually probably the best one on Grim Reaper if you just have one. Low blow will be good as well. Hell, if you're struggling, dodge will also be okay. For the wheel, you definitely want to be having those health lesser gems just to, you know, give your maximum health a bit of a boost to prevent, you know, getting burst down, and probably like a +1 skill you can pick up on the wheel as well at this level. If you're level 300 plus, you probably, what would you want? I would probably be running either Gift of Life just in case, or maybe T1 Combat Mastery. You're probably going to be wanting to run a two-handed weapon here if you can. So something like that. It's not really too important though, to be honest. It's not really too important. You definitely want to be picking up those health lesser gems though. That's the most important thing. Anyway, the character you'll see in the video is level 270k with 112 swords skill with loyalty, no praise and no charms active. With that character, I'm able to get 3.5 kk raw. So moving on, we have a 0, -1, and -2. So the way I run here, I come in and I start with this staircase down. This brings me here. So I do a little pull here. There's 3 Grim Reapers at this point. I then go down, I go up, do a pull here, pull here. Then usually I don't actually do a pull here. What I usually do is I get those monsters and kind of kite them all the way here. Usually end up killing them somewhere around here. And then just go a little bit further and do another pull here. And go up to -1. This brings me... Oh, where does it bring me? Up here. It brings me up here. Then I pick up all the monsters here. That should be 4 Grim Reapers. Kill them up here and go back down to -2. Then I go to the right, do a pull in here. Then I go and do a pull around here. Make sure to pick up all 5. There should be 5 in this area. So make sure to not leave like a straggler over there because that'll be annoying. Make sure to pick up all 5. I then go over here, do a pull in here. And then usually do a pull in here and pull in here. Those last 2 here, you can consider combining if that works for you. Might be a bit tricky. They might get a bit stuck trying to run through the corridor, but something to consider. Like I've been playing around with that and sometimes it works really well, but you can also do it in 2 if you want. And then I go up to -1. This brings you here. Now this only has 2 Grim Reapers, so whether it's worth or not worth doing those depends on your kill speed. If you're very fast and you're sort of running out of respawn, yeah, you should stop. You should stop here and do a little pull and kill those 2. If you're not running out of respawn, you may consider just skipping this one, running straight through to 0 and down to -1 and restarting from here. However, I usually do this pull here. And I go up to 0. And again, if you're struggling with respawn rate because you're really fast, you may actually consider doing, you know, a little, maybe big pull of like nightmares in this little section here that usually can pick up a box of nightmares and nightmare scions, which, you know, if you're struggling on respawn is just worthwhile to do, and then it lets you pick up a little bit more experience, a little bit of bestiary on nightmares and nightmare scions. Anyway, once you do that, you just go back down to -1 and restart from here and continue your loop. So that's my route. I think it'd be pretty tough to improve on that, although it may be possible. However, like I mentioned, this place is... To me, it's too overpowered. I would be looking at nerfing this place somehow. I mean, it was rebalanced quite recently, only like half a year ago, but it's just become way too good in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it is a bit crazy. The experience you can get here at such a low level is a little bit too much. But yeah, anyway, enjoy it while it lasts, I suppose. I don't think it'll last forever. On the other hand, Asura Mirror has gone unnerfed for like a decade, so who knows. Anyway, that's what I have for you today, guys. I'm going to play the video now, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.